Number 17 from quiz 2, we're going to solve the equation 2x plus 9 is equal to 8x plus 21. The first step in solving any equation is to completely simplify both sides. Well, if we look at the left-hand side, there's nothing we can do. And the same thing with the right-hand side, there is nothing we can do. So step 1 is already done. What about step 2? Step 2 involves moving the terms around. If you look at the left-hand side, we have a variable term in 2x. The 9 is called a constant term. On the right-hand side, we have a variable term in 8x, and 21 is a constant term. So what we want to do then is get all of the variables to one side and all of the constant terms to the opposite side. So the way you move a term is you either add or subtract. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to do this. And if I were you, I would always move my variable terms first. That tends to help a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and move the variable term 2x from the left side to the right side. So in front of the 2x, we assume there's currently a plus. So to get rid of it, we subtract. If we subtract 2x from the left-hand side, we have to subtract 2x from the right-hand side. The 2x terms on the left-hand side cancel. And that leaves us with 9. 8x minus 2x on the right-hand side is 6x. Bring down the plus 21. So now all of the variables are on the right-hand side. We can move the 21, the constant, to the other side by subtracting it. So the opposite of adding 21 is subtracting 21. If we subtract 21 from the right-hand side, we have to subtract 21 from the left-hand side. Be careful with your signs. We have 9 minus 21, that's negative 12, is equal to 6x. On the right-hand side, the 21s will cancel. They're equal to 0, so 6x plus 0 is 6x. So now that the constant and the variable terms are on opposite sides of the equal sign, we can now get rid of the 6. Remember, 6x means 6 times x. So the opposite of multiplying by 6 is division by 6. We're going to divide both sides by 6. That gives us our answer, x is equal to negative 2. So our answer to this equation is x equals negative 2. Now I'm going to go through this and solve it one more time. You'll notice this time I moved my variables to the right-hand side. I'm going to solve it one more time and move them to my left-hand side, just so you can see that it doesn't matter what side you move them to. So I erased the work that I had, so now we're going to move the 8x from the right side to the left side, so we're going to subtract 8x. If we subtract 8x from the right side, we have to subtract it from the left-hand side. Be careful with the signs. We have 2x minus 8x is negative 6x. Bring down the plus 9. On the right-hand side, the 8x's cancel. That leaves us with 21. So now because all of the variables are on the left-hand side, we want to move the constant term to the right-hand side. So in other words, we have to get rid of this plus 9. To get rid of a plus 9, we subtract 9. If we subtract it on the left side, we have to subtract it on the right-hand side. That leaves us with negative 6x on the left-hand side. The plus 9 minus 9 will cancel, and then that leaves us with 21 minus 9, and that gives us 12. So now that we have the variable term and the constant term on opposite sides of each other, we can now get rid of that negative 6. Now be careful. When we say negative 6x, we're saying negative 6 times x. So the opposite of multiplying by negative 6 is division by negative 6. If you think about negative 6 divided by negative 6, that's positive 1. Positive 1 times x leaves us with x. On the right-hand side, 12 divided by negative 6 is negative 2. So we got the same answer by moving the variables to the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side. So that's important. You can move the terms to whatever side you want, but just be careful in that the variable and the constants have to be on opposite sides of the line, or that equal sign, before you use your division. So let's go ahead and check our answer. To check it, what we do is we replace the variable with our answer. So x is equal to negative 2, and we do that on both sides. And remember, this is the checking process. So on the left-hand side, we're wanting to know if this is true. Does the left side equal the right-hand side? So on the left side, we have 2 times negative 2, that's negative 4. Negative 4 plus 9 leaves us with 5. Now, still, we're asking ourselves, is the left side equal to the right-hand side? So on the right-hand side, we have 8 times -2. That's -16. And -16 plus the 21, does that equal 5? Yes. So because both sides are equal, this problem checks. And our answer is x equals -2.